Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Loyal Sons podcast. We are back at you for season three. Oh, shit, my bad. We are back at you for season two, episode three. Oh,
There you go.
got that all
There
wrong
you go.
at the start. But yeah, got the same loyal crew with us. We got my boy, Stephen Frederick, my man, Aaron Duncan, and the always late and controversial Denzel Johnson. Denzel, I just have one quick question before we get going. Are you late to your gym appointments as you are late to get into this podcast? We're just curious. The people need to know. As in the people.
Nah, I'm always on time for that.
Oh,
I mean?
shit.
I do my best to
You could have lied.
be
You coulda lied to
punctual
me,
on
bro.
that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You
And
made us feel a
it's
little
because of one of my because of one of my clients why I was a little tardy. You know what I mean? Yesterday it was gonna be later, and today I wasn't really tardy today. I was like watching the game. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh shit, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta log in.
It at least made us feel better and be like, yeah, I'm late for that too.
You know what I'm
saying? He ain't trying to sugarcoat it now. He said, no, that's business.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah,
All right. Well, we got a good show for y'all today. Got some good topics. We're gonna go ahead and kick it in with the first topic of today.
Let's talk a little bit about Kwame Brown. Recently, he's been in the news a lot lately, feuding with Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, and a whole list of other people, but including Stephen A. Smith. How do y'all feel about Kwame Brown? Y'all feel he's in the right for defending himself, or does he just need to take the criticism?
Well, all right. I'm gonna say anybody has the right to defend themselves. That's not the problem. That's not the issue here. Kwame Brown, this is not the first time he's heard his name. I don't know why that morning he just wanted to have everything to say about everybody. But 13 seasons, you made $64 million. You averaged 6.6 a game in those 13 seasons. Like, really, if you play this game at the highest level, which you did, shout out to that fact, and you perform that bad, it's understandable that people are going to have something to say about you. Let's take it back to the days when what's the dude name? Shaq used to clown him all the time.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee. Yeah. Doing all the foolish nonsense that he was doing. Shaq always had something to say about it. He stood up to himself. He said something to Shaq too. But at the same time, you're here and you're doing it.
Yeah, he got what, 3? He got
some rings now. You got some rings now. Shout out to him. It took him a while to get his stuff together. Kwame ain't got no rings. I don't. His hands are probably the same size as mine. So at his height, but at the same time, you performed that bad. I'm not saying you didn't put in the work, but whatever you were doing, it didn't amount to success. You was fortunate enough to be around as long as you were, and everybody has a right to say, has a right to say something about it. I'm sorry, boo-hoo. Deal with
it. Here's my take on it. Is Kwame Brown considered a bust because he's the number one pick in the draft, or is he a bust because Michael Jordan drafted him number one overall in the draft? Because
good question.
In my opinion, Anthony Bennett is a bigger bust than Kwame Brown, but he was drafted number one overall. I mean, was Kwame's stats amazing? Nah, they weren't. But the man still found a way to get 12 years out of the NBA and $64 million. So it's like he got a couple of contracts. So it's like it wasn't too much of a bust because people kept signing him. So I think after a while you do get tired of why am I the poster child for this? And I think a lot of it, and he said his basketball play, he admitted his basketball play wasn't the best and stuff like that. I think his big thing was, Stephen A. Smith, you literally made your whole career behind me. And you still making your whole career behind me. And I don't blame him. One of the other person that used to sit across from Stephen A. Smith has made his whole career. We were just talking about this in the group chat the other day, ladies and gentlemen, perpetuating this lie that LeBron James isn't clutch.
I'm glad that y'all.
That was a long time ago. That was
when the
long.
stats prove otherwise, the stats prove way otherwise that LeBron James is clutch. But Skip Bayless has made his entire career off of the fact of saying that LeBron James is not clutch, when it's the farthest thing from the truth. So
whole career out of it.
Yeah, and I think the thing that kind of set Kwame off was just like, I get, Stephen A. Smith, who, I mean, he called him a paper Q, I mean, he came in his head, I was like, he pulling out. I talked to some Qs about it, how y'all feel about it, and they're just like, well, man, he is paper.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
What it is.
I said,
But okay, I'm sorry, but wasn't he like an honorary member or something like that? Or
yeah,
did he
honorary. But I mean, honorary like honorary paper, like legitimately just, he's like not even paper, he's just honorary. Like,
I don't really know how honorary works because we don't do honorary.
Yeah.
But I think I get the gist of it.
Yeah, there's no we're not taking a shot at anybody on this podcast.
No, we ain't taking no shot.
I went, but we don't do that in Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. So we don't know how that process goes. So we're not gonna speak on it because we don't have experience on it. But yeah, I think the big thing is just at some point, the shit gotta stop. You got two people in the NBA who's done some stuff, and I just sat back. At the end of the day, Mama's Cooking is entertaining the hell out of me right now, and I just keep it going. Becky with the good hair is hilarious, and the messed up part about it, I think everybody on this, we all love All the Smoke. Like, we look up to them fellas on All the Smoke.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite podcasts.
One of my favorite podcasts, and he called out everything that all of Matt Barnes' dirt, which was.
They have to fight. They have no choice but
they have to fight.
Oh, yeah.
They have to fight. Matt Barnes, if you swing on Kwame on site, I understand. And same
I understand
it. Kwame, same thing. If y'all see each other in the streets, hey man, it is what it is. Like,
you got even if you're gonna lose, you gotta fight.
You know Matt Barnes ain't afraid of that.
I mean, Kwame don't seem like he's afraid of it either, so I don't know. That would be
man. Kwame's 6'10", 6'11", 2
something. Yeah, no, he's scared of Matt Barnes.
Ain't from Charleston.
I forgot he was from Charleston. I had heard that a while ago, but I completely forgot. And cause I never really heard him speak. And then we started talking. I was just like, this cat from Charleston for real? Like this.
He said what he say? He said he get you.
Yeah, he said
that. He said that.
He get you.
He might bust somebody up.
Yeah, I agree with you, George. Though, man, like it's been a long time, man. Like he been the butt of NBA jokes for a long time, and it's like anytime like you talk about bust, it's like he's just the poster child of, as far as everybody putting that out there. So I mean, I get it. He probably was upset because, like you said, there's been other people that's been drafted number 1 overall and out of the league and definitely hasn't lasted as long as he has. So he definitely got some validity to that argument there. So, I mean, I get it. They got a right to criticize him. That's their job. And he got a right to defend himself. But, he, like you said, he made a shit. That's a good living out of the NBA, excuse me. The average career about 2-3 years, and shit, he had it 12, 13 years. So, I mean, I think
he did average 9 in the playoffs, 6 in the regular season, but 9 in the playoffs. 9 in the playoffs is 9 in the playoffs. 9 in the playoffs is respectable. If you told me my backup center or like somebody was coming off the bench will give me 9
points,
6, I'd take that.
I'd take that all day. Yeah,
I'd take that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Lakers got beat by about 9 the other day. So if we had a backup center to go ahead and put up 9, I'd be all right with that.
Right, and it's just the fact that he, like George said, this man made $64 million, so somebody saw something in him. He, Stephen A. did show that little clip of him, his lowlights, but there's been, like he said, he could have easily pulled up, some clips of him dunking all over people and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, it's I guess it's a two-way street, but he definitely got the right to defend himself and speak up against that. So I mean, I ain't mad at him. Like like you said, he is entertaining as hell just to sit there and listen to him air out people and stuff like that. So I mean, especially with Stephen A. Like he definitely like has made a couple catchphrases off this man. So, you know what I mean? So I definitely understand his beef with him. So, you know, Stephen A, he ain't really, I don't know. I mean, I guess Stephen A was doing his job too, but at the same time, I understand where Kwame Brown coming from. So, I mean, I can't be mad at him. That's how I feel about it.
I think what got him upset is the jokes. I don't think he minds his basketball career being criticized. I think he gets upset when people make jokes about it, especially people who are his like him and Steven Jackson were teammates.
Right.
So at some point they were cool. And so when you use your platform to make jokes about him, I think that's what rubs him the wrong way. And with Stephen A, like I don't feel like you. Part of the reason I don't like ESPN and a lot of different shows now because it's all opinion based. Oh, yeah. Like it's rarely facts that are spoken about on TV. I don't know if Stephen A is qualified to call somebody a bust because he never did it. He couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. He couldn't do it.
Do we have his stat line from Winston-Salem State? Can we pull that up right quick?
He even said he barely played.
He said he acknowledged he wasn't the player. Yeah. It is what it is, you know.
But can you call this is my thing? Can you call a high school kid a bust? A kid that was drafted by Jordan. We all saw Last Dance. We saw how Jordan treated grown men and how they acted. Like he pumped Horace Grant for food, right? That's a grown man. So can you call an 18-year-old kid that had to deal with that on a daily basis a bust? I don't think you can call him a bust. He may not have lived up to his expectations as a number one overall pick, but I don't think you can call him a bust.
And then how many players do though? How many players do?
That's true. It's only a handful. It's only a handful that actually live up to what they build to be. And then like George hit on earlier, like, was it the fact that had he been drafted by somebody else outside of Jordan, you know, would we look at him in the same light? I think, you know, with him being drafted by Jordan, no one overall, that put a lot of pressure on him. Like, you know, he was supposed to come in there and perform. Like, shit, we all see Jordan. Right. He's supposed to be, you know, the next Jordan. Shit, we all see it as a result. I mean, Jordan can't draft people. You know, I ain't counting
LaMelo Ball because that ain't drafting. That's just taking LaMelo Ball.
That's taking the best player at the position, and you got, you know, you looked up on the talent. You know,
and rumors out of Charlotte was that he didn't want LaMelo Ball. They had to talk him in. They had to literally like, "Yo, we are taking LaMelo Ball." I think they had to pretty much say, "Mike, you can fire me. We are taking LaMelo Ball." And
I wonder who he wanted. Oh, that's interesting.
I think he wanted him to trade up to get who went two?
Edwards. No, Edwards went one.
Edwards went one.
Wiseman.
He wanted Wiseman.
Which Wiseman would have been a solid pick for them, but he wouldn't be LaMelo Ball.
No.
Wiseman gonna have a great career because he's in Golden State.
If he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they sure could have used him in the play-in.
What? Oh, they lost?
But nah, LaMelo Ball is going to transform the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball
I think so
legitimately could put the Charlotte Hornets in like
it could be a contender.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to figure out what to do with Rozier and what's the other point guard? I can't think of his name from Kansas. Yeah, Graham. They're gonna have to figure out what to do with Rozier and Graham. Because right now you got three players at the same spot. You can put Rozier at the two, but he's short.
He's still small for the two. Yeah,
but you know what? Being a contender in Charlotte doesn't amount to much because the years they had Kemba, they were contenders, but they didn't do anything.
I mean, they weren't legitimate contenders. They weren't legitimate.
They made the playoff team. They were playoff team.
I'm talking about contenders for the favorites for the Eastern Conference. You know, to win.
I don't see that happening.
Put it this way: if I was living in Charlotte still, I'd have season tickets.
Yeah,
and I would drive up there to go to a game if they play in the
Lakers. Of course.
But like that's what LaMelo Ball does. LaMelo Ball. I'd have season tickets if I was still living in Charlotte to go watch.
They can get some, talent around him. They could, legit. Like they got to get rid of, somebody.
LaMelo Ball has already made Miles Bridges a couple million.
Yeah,
already in one season because Miles Bridges was terrible until Melo got there.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's just stay with the NBA talk. Who y'all got winning NBA MVP?
Man, I got Jokic, which seems to be the favorite. I mean, just overall play, this year to me, he seemed like he elevated them. I probably would have had Giannis, you know, as a second run up for me, but he just seemed like he kind of in the same space that he's been in the last couple seasons. I don't know if he elevated them or not. It seemed like they changed their style of play a little bit because they got some players that allowed them to change their style of play. I don't know if he was, the reasoning behind that, but for me, I think Jokic, is the MVP of the regular season. Just how he led the team, especially after Murray going down and stuff. But I just think he's consistent, man. He's best passing big man in the league, and pretty much the team is run off him. And he had them, in a good space this year. So I think for me, he was the most consistent. He didn't get injured. That's another thing that kind of I think boosted him because I think mostly everybody else was probably injured for a good amount of the season except probably Giannis. So just with his consistency as far as health and his play for me is I would give it to him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with. Obviously, at this point, it has to be Jokic, especially with Harden, LeBron, and Embiid being having the consistent time away from the game. Pretty much, Denver is where I believe they would be. It's just sad to see that Murray had to go down the way he did. I really feel like they could have made a big run. They might make it to the. I'm not sure if they're gonna make it out the second round, to be real. So we'll see how that goes. They're battling with Portland right now. So you can't even sleep on Portland. Might even mess around and win that series. So
yeah.
Again, we're not judging him off the playoffs, but regular season wise, by default, we kind of have to give that to Jokic.
Yeah,
I'll give it to Jokic.
Jokic.
You gotta give it to Jokic, man.
I thought I would have more people on my side.
Nah, man, you gotta give it to Jokic, man.
I have a very surprising answer.
I have a feeling. I think I know where you going.
I think I know. I think his answer probably
going to say Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
I'm going to say Steph Curry. When you look at, remember last time I talked about when we talked about KD, how I've never seen KD have to carry a team for a full season, and he's basically pulled him in. KD has not done that.
He did that.
Even Steve said he hasn't.
When? In OKC, he didn't. Russell Westbrook carried that team.
Russell Westbrook was right there with
him.
He
had Russ and Harden, and then he had Russ. Still,
I'm not talking about the Harden years. I'm talking about.
But he still had Russ.
Russ carried that team.
Russ
carried the man was an MVP. Let's remember that he wasn't.
That don't mean he
did not have to carry the team. He had Ibaka there too. They had talent.
They had talent. They did have talent.
When he was Ibaka.
They were a game away from the NBA Finals. They were a game away from the NBA, a quarter away from the NBA Finals.
Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say that he wasn't a huge part of that team, but I don't know if he carried them. Yeah.
He was a huge part of the team.
But he definitely didn't carry them.
But that, me saying that I haven't had to see, I'm just using KD as an example. I haven't had to see that from KD. Me watching Steph this year, I gained a lot of respect. And y'all know I don't even like Steph like that. But I gained a lot. That man averaged 32 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and had to play almost every minute of the game for them to win. Did y'all watch the play-in?
I mean,
I saw the game versus the Lakers. I didn't watch the game versus Memphis.
No, that's one man that got everybody worried.
I have a lot of respect for what he did because, like, literally, if LeBron doesn't make a clutch shot at the end of the game, who knows what's going to happen in that game, But, for them to go up against LeBron and AD.
And still almost put – with Draymond gave you 2 points.
Right. That was amazing to see. Like, if you don't have respect for Curry after that, like, I don't know what you're doing.
That's why I would say Jokic had a great year, and I'm not gonna take it. And I know he's gonna get it because this is the first time a center has put up numbers like this in a while. So I know he's probably gonna get it. But to me, just based off regular season, man, I would have gave it to Steph. Just looking at what he had to do.
Steph, man, I would say Steph, but there was a big part of the season where he was playing like kind of like crap, really. I mean,
I mean, we're tired.
So I mean, he was tired, but I mean, he was playing like crap. So I mean, I can't really give him a pass on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my reasoning behind it. He did play well, especially towards the end of the season, especially probably last month and a half. He was on fire.
He's top five.
All I'm gonna say is Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss. Once this season is over, we need to be calling the Warriors and be like, yo, he leaving anyway.
Y'all can have KCP.
Y'all can have
Cool.
Y'all can have.
He's not going anywhere.
Y'all can have whoever y'all want, but the two. Y'all know who the two are.
He's not going anywhere.
We don't need to say who the two are.
Let us. Mr. Golden State. He's going to retire.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Before Solomon Hill swan dive on my guy's ankle, it was going to be MVP Bron. I'm just going to say that.
I think so too.
Before his ankle got taken out viciously in a vicious manner, intentionally, I might add.
Vicious,
please.
Come on, man.
Accidents happen every day.
This man was playing hard, man.
Solomon Hill don't play for 5 minutes a game. He don't play hard.
Niggas get hurt.
He got to make a living. He got to play hard for them 5 minutes when he get in the game. That's his problem.
So you saying KD sent him a check?
Niggas get hurt every day. Every day, B.
But I'll say that it was MVP Bron on the way.
Nah, he ain't looking like MVP Prime right now, though.
No, not now. Well, I'm glad. Okay, let's move into playoff talk.
No, I was going. But quick. If you're Steph, do you really? Why stay in Golden State? You already you've seen what Draymond is.
Yeah,
Clay is not going to be the same coming back.
He's not
off a torn Achilles.
Torn Achilles and first an ACL, now an Achilles.
ACL, not Achilles.
I mean, you're not asking for a lot from Thompson because he's not an explosive player. So he's a catch and shoot.
He was their best defender.
I still feel like he could still put up numbers.
He was their best guard defender.
Speaking from experience, the Achilles has a mind of his own. How when you wake up that morning, you do not know how it's gonna feel. Now I know I'm still early on in the process. Some days I feel great. Some days I'm limping like I just heard it. So with him coming back, now he had surgery, so his process may be a little different. But they're gonna have to expect a lot from Draymond giving you 2 points.
I mean, they need to make changes. I think if Steph stays, which I think he will, they're gonna have to shake that roster up a bit. I mean, because they can't contend with the way that roster's set up right now. Because you cannot rely on Draymond.
You can't rely on Wiggins either.
Yeah, you
Wiggins
can't rely on
was big
Wiggins.
in that playing game though.
So yeah, he was, but
he took it personal playing against Bron.
That is his problem.
He need to play every game. He need to take every game personal, like he did when he played against Bron.
They need to go ahead and get rid of Draymond. I'm sorry, let him go.
They can't do it.
They can't do it.
He can heartbeat.
But I mean,
they're not gonna
he his play don't.
He's expendable. I'll say that, but they're not gonna let him.
He's very expendable.
You can't trade him. I mean, you can trade him, but he's making too much money.
He's making too much money.
And with the way he plays, you would have to trade him too. Like nobody who's not already a contender is not going to give up a lot for Draymond.
Oh. Only thing you can do is
if you're a sorry team, it ain't going to do no good to bring him in there to yell at everybody. That ain't going to do nothing but take the morale down.
Nah, Draymond will be the lifer. Draymond will be the one to finish his career in Golden State. I think. I don't see.
Steph, they got beaches in LA. You like the beach? They got beaches in LA. You like the color yellow?
I don't think
yellow in LA.
It just makes all sense in the world for Steph to come to LA.
That's his home, man.
No, his home.
It's too much. It's too much stuff, especially the whole thing with him and with KD, and then for him to leave, like you know what I'm saying, there was that big controversy with like who's it, this Steph or KD team.
It was no controversy. It was no controversy because KD was upset.
I mean,
team it really was.
They had to cater to KD. I mean, but
KD was the best player on the Warriors.
Steve is the most honest KD fan I know. I tell you what, Steve being honest.
KD was the best player on the Warriors. We all know that.
Yeah, he was. So they had to cater to him a little bit.
Not by a large margin, though. He was the most talented on the team. He
was the best player on the team. Don't even do that.
Yeah, he was.
It was not by a large margin.
There's no comparison.
No comparison.
KD and Curry.
It was really not even a question. Not even a question.
Who has more MVPs? Again, that's not a judge. Again, that's not an opinionated question. That's a fact question. Who has more MVPs?
Listen,
We're not talking about MVP.
We're not talking
We're
about
not talking about
MVPs.
awards. You're talking about talent. We're
George,
talking
who
about
got more
talent.
MVPs?
Steph got
Kevin
more.
Durant or Steph Curry?
Steph
Who's
Curry.
more talented? That's what we're saying.
We're talking about the talent. The talent. We know Steph got more MVPs.
You can't go by the MVP argument because one of the greatest players of all time only has one MVP award, and everybody knows his bullshit.
Hey, he did that to himself when he went to Denver. Now, I would not disrespect that man, but you know he did that to himself. You know he did that to himself.
And it wasn't Denver, it was Eagle, Colorado.
Yeah, well, it was there. It was close.
But you know what? Everybody kind of has those years where it's like it possibly could have went to somebody because it happened with Kobe with Steve Nash. It happened with Curry and Harden. So I'm not even gonna knock LeBron. I think LeBron should probably have at least 2 more than he has right now. But it just happens that way.
Yeah, LeBron is what, 3 or 4?
4.
Yes, LeBron should have at least 6.
It becomes a thing where they don't like to give it to the same person too many times.
But you know what? They was really close to giving it to Giannis again, and I feel like that. I'm so happy. Well, we don't know who has it yet, but honestly, I'm getting tired of that because Giannis,
Yeah, I mean, Giannis is like, it's like I said earlier, he's not really progressing, or I mean, his game is.
I tell you what, he gonna earn it after he send Brooklyn home. He gonna earn it then. I tell you that.
He's sending Brooklyn home.
We'll see how that series goes.
I mean, we'll see. Steve, wasn't he just a Brooklyn Milwaukee Bucks fan here the other day?
Yeah, I was not. I was not.
When Jason Kidd was the head coach?
No, I was not.
Yes, you was.
Goat Kid.
That was Irish.
No. I'm a Jason Kidd fan, but not when not as a coach. He out there trying to break rules as a coach. I ain't got time for that. Talking about run into me. But let's move into playoff talk, man. We can hit it. We can hit it series by series if y'all want to do that. Or we can just talk about what we think is gonna happen.
What we think is gonna happen? I don't. To be honest, man, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Some of these series have been surprising me. Like
it's been surprising. This AD injury got me a little paranoid.
AD, yeah. Well, I mean, since you mentioned it, let's go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front. This shit got me a little paranoid. I'm a little annoyed, man.
Hey.
All right, I appreciate the honesty there. I appreciate the honesty from a Laker fan.
Because
a real Laker fan.
It's a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge without AD because DeAndre Ayton is playing good, and y'all gotta rely on Marc Gasol to have a good game for y'all to win tonight.
Marc Gasol and Drummond as well.
Well, I mean Drummond. I think Drummond gonna have a consistent game. He gonna get his. I ain't worried about him. But I think for them to go over the top, Marc Gasol gonna have to do something with DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah,
and I don't think he's gonna be up for it.
AD might play. They haven't said yet, but Markieff Morris is going. I think he's gonna have a good game too.
Yeah, it's. I'm happy they're gonna allow him to play a little more. Is KCP playing?
Yeah, KCP got cleared to play.
Okay.
I mean, but he coming off injury.
I'm expecting.
He's been beat up all since the playoffs started.
I'm expecting the shout out to Shannon Sharp. I'm expecting another virtuoso performance from King James, man. I told y'all before, and I wanted to wait till we got into the segment. He's been picking his spots the first few games of the playoffs. Now, I don't know what
he's been picking his spots, but is he going to do that he going to have to play 40 plus minutes?
I don't think he got to do 40 plus. He just got to be more aggressive with the time he has out there. Because before he was kind of letting AD kind of get going. Now that they can game plan and he knows ahead of time AD might not be there, I got to go get 40 or I got to go get 30 plus, 8 plus rebounds, however many assists. I think he's ready for that. Like he said, these shoulders were built for nothing. He's gonna carry the load. Like
we all know what he's capable of doing, and we all know he can go out there easily and get almost a triple double with 40 points a night, possibly. But at the same time, the Phoenix Suns have to kind of stick to their strengths. Sometimes you can't. When LeBron goes off like that, just let him go off. Kind of maintain everybody else and let LeBron do what he do, and you have an opportunity to at least get the win tonight. Because ultimately, I think it's going 7 games. But tonight is pivotal and is very vital for the Suns to win tonight if they're gonna have a chance to even win the series.
Don't know way Suns win the series.
If they go back to LA down 3-2.
Yeah, they're going to.
Yeah, they got to win tonight.
But
If they don't win tonight, yeah,
this is more of a must win for the Suns than it is for the Lakers. I will say that.
It definitely.
I say Denzel, you made a very good point, but I think that works when you're talking about a superstar that's just only scores the ball. How can you let Bron just go get Bron and not let anybody else get involved? They're gonna get shots. It's up to them if they make it.
Yeah, you can. That's the thing.
Right there.
Are the others going to step up? Because, like Denzel said, I'll let Bron get 40, but the others, are they going to contribute? Because you're going to need somebody to go for 15, somebody to go for 12.
Caruso,
you know what I'm saying? Who?
I say 15. Caruso go for 30. I'm growing my hair back.
Listen, that's yo.
If he go for 30, I'm growing my hair back.
I rock with Caruso. I like how he plays defensively. Like he's not afraid of the moment. Shout out to him. But I don't see him getting defensively. I don't know.
Caruso not scared of the moment at all.
Nah, respect.
It's some of the other players that get a little iffy. But I think Weston Matthews gonna have a good game. Even if he has a start, he's a good defender. He just got to knock down the shots.
Mm-hmm.
If the way the game was headed, what was that, game 4? The way game 4 was headed, it was headed for the Lakers to go up big in the second. And then when AD got hurt,
the whole momentum swing. Yeah.
They was about to run him out the gym again. It was gonna be just like game 3. But then AD went down and all hell broke loose.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys came out in the third quarter and couldn't hit nothing.
Let's talk about this Clippers comeback. I thought the Clippers were done, but
I thought they were dead.
I know Luka hurt. Luka, just give me 2 more. Give me 2 more. I know you hurt. Hurt, and I'm not scared of the Clippers match.
Can't really rely on too many others at the moment.
No, because they got some players, but you can't. Luka.
They depend so much on him.
Yeah, like they put a lot on his shoulders, and if he's not 100%, then it's a done deal.
And he can't make free throws. If he can make free throws, they probably would have won the last game.
Yeah, he cannot make free throws. So I mean, I think this series over with really, because it's like.
Think so?
Yeah,
I think the Clippers smell blood. They going
right. They done got some life.
Who's gonna go for the blood though? Kawhi.
It's gonna have
Kawhi
to
and PG. They gonna
no. I don't want to hear Pandemic P name.
I ain't saying Pandemic P. I said PG.
He definitely said PG.
I said PG.
He didn't say playoff P.
I ain't say nothing about playoff P.
Playoff P. Pandemic P. It's gonna have to be Kawhi.
It's gonna be the regular PG. If PG could get about 25 and Kawhi get about 30, they're good. That's all they need.
What happened to Tim Hardaway Jr. and Robinson? Where are they? And Porzingis.
They're not consistent. They're not
consistent.
Porzingis is crazy to me. Like you have way too much talent to be out there stinking it up like that.
Yeah.
I think
it's looking like
injuries.
We benefited from getting rid of him right now.
Yeah, I think his injuries in his head really, like he never really can play at full strength because of injuries, man. He's so worried about those. That's what I believe.
If he can get him 20 points, that's it's not a guaranteed win, but you got a great shot at winning the game if he can get 20.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look back to even last year, like before he got hurt, I mean, the Mavs still won the series, but like they really was about to look like they're about to sweep them before he, got hurt or whatever. So I don't know what's going on with him this year.
I don't think we have to speak on Brooklyn and Boston unless y'all want to.
Before we jump off the Clippers, though, I do want to say I want to bring up something that Iron touched on earlier today in ESPN and a lot of these shows, and it's very opinion based. Can we talk about how they literally tried to convince the entire world? I get the Clippers came back that Kawhi Leonard was in the same conversation as a LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. They literally tried to thrust this man as like
they were saying the man was the best player in the league. I think a few people on here might have said that too.
They tried to thrust him into the
They tried to thrust him into say he's the best player in the league.
No. Oh, shit.
We didn't say that. I put him in top 10.
I think it was Max Kellerman that tried to say that he potentially was going to be he's better than Kobe Bryant. I'm just
didn't Denzel put him in his top 10 overall? Like his top 10 ever?
I did.
Yeah, he put him in his top 10 overall.
I was sadly mistaken.
Denzel drank the Kool-Aid, and Denzel drank all the Kool-Aid. I'm just like, I don't know Kawhi. Kawhi's a good player.
In defense,
he's
my top
not in
list.
that conversation.
My top 10 list was current players. It wasn't like legendary players, you know.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah.
There ain't no defense. Don't help him out, Steve.
It was. But I mean, I think if he was a little bit more consistent, that might be a little bit more argument. But he just way too up and down, man. He disappeared for way too many stretches, and it's like you can't even put him in that conversation. Like they're supposed to sweep that damn Mavs last year. So I mean, after that, you
definitely
really
supposed to sweep him. Like y'all tank at the end of the year just so y'all could play Dallas,
right? And y'all still struggling with them.
Like I look at Kawhi and KD, how they managed the season the same way, and that's not disrespectful at all. Like they played a minimum amount of games to be healthy for the postseason, but KD is able to switch it on. Kawhi have a hard, like y'all said, he disappeared. He have a hard time doing that.
Yeah, he'll have like 2 good games.
KD's almost automatic.
Yeah.
Kawhi can be terrible for game 5 and would not be shocked.
No, exactly.
Right.
But he will still get defended. People will still say,
well, he gets defended. He doesn't do anything. I don't say he doesn't do anything. He always gets defended. And it's like, let's not act like that was Tim Duncan's team that he won with the Spurs. He got credit. He got the MVP award
because he guarded LeBron.
Because he guarded LeBron James. But I went back and looked. LeBron James averaged like 28, 8, and 6. But that's what. Oh, he held him. He held him 2 points away from getting 30. Yeah, so we didn't give him the MVP award. That's like the year they gave it to Andre Iguodala. But at least the year they gave it to Andre Iguodala, it was just like when you look at everybody's stat line from that year. Everybody's stat line was terrible. They had to give it to somebody. I really feel like they was just like, yo, we're just gonna pull a name out the hat, and whoever we pull.
I'm sorry. I'm dying right now. I don't mean to cut you off, George, but yo, I don't know if y'all watching the game and Draymond Green's outfit or some junk like that.
Yeah,
They say he looked like Pops from Boomerang. He had the mushroom jacket.
Hey, Draymond Blaze ain't that bad though. It's a statement. I'll say that, but it ain't that bad.
He got the special mushroom.
All right.
you gotta coordinate. You gotta coordinate.
There you go. R.I.P. John Witherspoon.
I don't think we got to speak on. But I will say Miami was disappointing. I said that they would beat Milwaukee.
I'm happy you brought that up. MIA.
Yeah, you're right.
Nowhere to be found.
You're right. And everybody like to talk about how tough Jimmy is.
Yeah, man. Jimmy's looking kind of overrated right now. But
I was disappointed. He's not. He can't be the best player on anybody's team. He can't. No. He's not that guy.
No,
that's why he was perfect in Philly.
Yeah,
he was great in Philly.
He wanted his own team. Imagine him in Philly now.
If he was in Philly now,
no.
Oh yeah,
no contest.
Because even with Embiid going out, I think he would still be good with him and Simmons because he could do most of the scoring and let Simmons handle the ball. So he would have been perfect right now in Philly.
And let's talk about Embiid being out now. How do we feel about that moving forward? I
think he'll be back. The second round, I don't know if they'll necessarily need him to be Embiid when they play Atlanta, because they're gonna play Atlanta. But
It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
I don't think
we still got a game. We still got a game in the Garden.
That's a done deal.
It's going back to Atlanta. It's going back to Atlanta.
Yeah, it's going back to Atlanta for one more. I believe it is. It's gonna go back to Atlanta for one more. But I don't know if they'll need him because Clint Capella, he's not gonna give them too many fits. No. So I think he's gonna be able to get back and heal up. I think they'll be all right.
Philly's size definitely matches with Atlanta, and they're more talented than Atlanta. Shout out to Young, but then you can have so many different people guard Trae Young and make it very difficult for him.
And they got Danny Green.
Danny Green.
They got Steph Curry, who's underrated as a defender. He was giving Steph a few problems a few years ago in the Western Conference Finals.
Right.
They got some people they can throw with him.
They can match.
Also true.
All his moves.
To speak defense of the Knicks, it is what it is. We definitely overachieved this season.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Denzel has a legit 4 teams in the playoffs right now.
What's
he's
that?
mentioned that he likes the Hawks, and he lives in Atlanta. Of course, we know the Knicks.
Listen.
Well, of course, we know the Nets. And then
Nets.
he's been on the Clippers bandwagon. This man is determined to get a ring.
I was never on the Clippers bandwagon. I just didn't
He
want
gonna
to see
get
the
one
Lakers
some kind
win
of way.
last year.
Oh, you was
I
on
just
that
didn't want to see the
bandwagon.
Lakers win last year.
Huh?
I just didn't want to see the Lakers win last year.
So you were on their bandwagon.
I wasn't. I just wanted them to beat the Lakers. That's all I wanted.
What the Lakers do to you?
I'm not gonna deny Atlanta because like I've been to a few games out here. They're very entertaining. The atmosphere is lit out here. You know, I don't think again. I got to this debate with somebody in my IG. Oh, Trae Young, this Trae. I'm gonna buy you Trae Young jersey. I said, don't waste your money because he's not gonna be there that much longer. We all know that. But
where he going?
Somewhere. Atlanta ain't gonna show him the money.
No, they have to.
They gonna have
the first like real star they've had in a while.
Right.
They're not gonna show them.
Definitely gonna try to build
back
around
up that. They backing up the Brinks truck for him right now.
He just got his first shoe deal. He's not gonna want to stay there if the team's not winning, and they're not gonna get past the second round.
But they getting past the first this year.
They getting past the first round. Boy,
it ain't over yet.
And they got talent on that team. Their team is pretty solid.
They got a lot of young talent too.
Yeah,
but you know what? They're talented for what they are. When you get up there with Philly and the Bucks and the Nets, you know you get exposed.
I mean they need a few.
The Knicks really
more pieces.
The major difference in the Hawks because we swept the Hawks this season. So you know, looking from the outside in, it felt as if we had the advantage. But Nate McMillan was a big pickup for them. You know, when they fired the other coach, I don't even know his name, but when they brought Nate McMillan in there, he's been there before. He's proven, and they've been playing so much better since he's been there. So when that happened, I was like, I don't know. And you know, like the coaching, like Tibbs is being out coached right now.
So for the people that are watching, are you a Knicks fan?
Of course.
Are you?
No, it's not. It's not.
No,
of course, on this same platform, you publicly said you weren't a Knicks fan.
I denounced them last year because of some nonsense that they were doing or whatever. But
the owner's still there.
He's not giving up the team. I had to come to an agreement with that. Like he's not going anywhere.
So you're a Knicks fan.
As long as he doesn't say anything foolish like the Clippers owner did, he's not going anywhere. I had to come to the realization.
So you're officially a Knicks fan.
I'm officially a Knicks fan. Yes, of course.
So, all right, that means you can't talk about.
So you want to still be posting KD memes and gifs on Facebook?
Yes, because KD and Harden are two of my favorite players, and they happen to be on a New York team. So I gotta rock with that. You know,
I love to watch CP3 play. I'm not posting anything about the Suns. I put him in my top 5 point guards. I'm not posting that about the Suns.
Listen, Iron, your response is obsolete.
That could be true. I'll take that.
How many teams has your favorite player been on? How many teams have you been?
But you know what? No. I thought you were going to say my opinion was obsolete because I'm a Bron fan. I took that. I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to take the second part because I've been a Bron fan longer than most people been fans of their real team.
And
right, yeah, I'm trying to find the point. I'll wait for the point.
That's the point. Ain't no bandwagon.
I'm gonna sit back and observe, ladies and gentlemen.
Ain't no bandwagon.
Regardless, you've been a Cleveland fan, you've been a Heat fan, and you've been a Lakers fan. So the fact that
you named 3 teams, you got 4 teams in the playoffs right now.
I have 2.
3 minimum.
3 minimum.
2. I'm not a Hawks fan. I'm not gonna say act like I'm a Hawks fan. I'm not.
You a Hawks fan?
I just
you showed no support because you live there. Huh? That's what
exactly. I showed I live just like you did when just like George did when he was in Charlotte. I don't know.
Throw everybody under the bus. Go ahead, throw everybody under the bus.
The Hornets like that, so I can say that.
I showed them support though. I showed them some support. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's respect. That's respect. See. That's all it is.
They were sorry when I was living there. I used to go to games. I won't lie, but I wouldn't consider it showing support.
I mean, hey, you go to the games, that's
if that's what you consider showing support, then yeah, I went to some.
It's something to do. It's something to do on a Thursday night,
Right, get out of the house a bit.
Yeah, right.
I did watch the Knicks lose one time though.
I did. I've seen. Listen, I don't even want to talk about this. I'm gonna keep it real because it is what it is. I'm used to having the tomatoes thrown at me and all that. I've been to. Okay, growing up, I went to 2 Knicks games in Madison Square Garden, and they won both. But 3 games I've been in Charlotte, 1 game in Atlanta, and the Knicks are 0-4.
Oh, you might be the problem.
You know what? And my best friend said that the other day. So shout out to Karan. Karan said that.
Tell him I said what's up.
Got you.
I think you might.
Hold on.
Are you sure?
Karan not a Knicks fan?
Karan is Karan likes LeBron.
I knew he was a good dude. I knew
Karan,
he was a good dude when
Karan
I saw
rocks
him.
with LeBron.
I said there's something about that dude. I don't know what it is, but I'll figure it out. But John Morant has impressed me, but they just don't have enough.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't have enough.
Yeah, they don't have enough.
They need to.
Now that's somebody that'll be gone soon.
Yeah.
He gonna be up out of there.
For one, he's tired of playing in Memphis and playing 10 o'clock games. That makes no sense.
No sense at all. I still don't understand how they got them in the Western Conference. Like
they did it because of Vancouver, but you could have.
Back then, but they could change that, man. They should have been changed.
Like you could have slid. Who's in the middle? Maybe the Bulls.
You had to move the Bulls.
They don't want to move the Bulls.
But the Bulls on the problem was like we ain't.
We ain't
going to.
As bad as the Bulls
too much
are
legacy
in the East, imagine how much worse they'll be in the West.
I know, but it's so unfair. Memphis all the way over here with us.
They'll Memphis.
Yeah, right.
Memphis
is borderline. Memphis is borderline.
Memphis was
like one state over.
When they, well, I don't know.
Tennessee is 1 state over. Yeah.
I said this in the group chat, but I really mean it. I don't care what happens to the rest of this series. The Clippers do need to pack their shit and just move to Seattle. And just become the Supersonics.
If they only wants his own space and wants to be his own individual team, that wouldn't be a bad move.
Well, he's building a team. He's building a stadium in Inglewood.
Yeah,
where the Lakers used to be at the old farm, down street from the old farm. I'm just like, how many arenas and stadiums does Los Angeles need?
They might as well go ahead, like you said, Joe. That probably would be the best because I mean, Seattle does got a big basketball scene out there. So,
and they redid what's that, Key Arena?
Yeah, they redid Key Arena. Here's just my whole take on it with the Clippers. No matter what, even if the Clippers win the championship this year, which I don't think will happen, if they win it. They will realize real quick nobody in Los Angeles gives a fuck. Nobody cares.
The same thing in New York. Like
in New York,
Brooklyn is obviously the better team, but nobody cares.
You realize this is facts, people. The Clippers' lowest ticket price was $30 for the playoffs.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I would have went there.
Me too. Hey, I would have flew out there with that.
Right. You know, that's still a good deal.
Damn well, you ain't
the Lakers
ticket in the Lakers.
The Lakers' cheapest ticket was $350.
Exactly.
You could plan a whole vacation off that ticket price.
Exactly.
That's the difference. I go to 2 games. That's the difference between the Lakers and the Clippers. And then we go to New York, Brooklyn. Their cheapest ticket was $50.
Yeah.
The
Knicks tickets were going for $400 in the nosebleed section.
You know what?
And the atmosphere.
No. Let me correct you. Knicks tickets were going for $800 in the nosebleed.
I've been corrected.
And the atmosphere, like if you watch a game, even on TV, if you watch a game at Barclays, it's cool. Like they Brooklyn, like they do that. Yeah. But you watch the games that's at the Garden, it's like, damn, like the Knicks back.
Too much loyalty. Too much loyalty. They've been there for decades.
The Brooklyn Nets will run a James Harden will pay for half your season ticket, half your playoff ticket package.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, that's just what they say. James Harden was buying a fucking ticket.
Right.
They were offering the tickets half off.
Right.
Wow. So even if they win a championship, they can have a parade in Brooklyn, but New York ain't gonna give a shit.
Yeah, you take that through Manhattan, they not gonna care.
Right.
I mean, KD, Harden, and Kyrie, individually, people care about them because they're superstars.
Yes.
But when you look at the whole Brooklyn Nets as a brand, they don't really care.
No.
Like if you took those 3 players and put them on the Knicks, Come on.
Oh man,
Oh,
it'd be
yeah. Oh, yeah.
it'd be pandemonium. It'd be
It'd be
pandemonium.
crazy. It'd be
You ain't
like I would be
can't
tempted
get
to
a
join the
ticket.
bandwagon.
Yeah,
You're right.
we're about
can't
to
get
we're
a
about to
ticket.
get we're about to lose in the first round, and New York cares so much more about that than the Nets about to win tonight.
Yeah.
They,
Nobody care about the Nets moving to the second round. Like, I mean, for
But
one,
it-
it's expected, but
but it's
two,
just-
nobody cares.
it's
Right.
I mean the Clippers are who the Clippers are. Clippers have nobody to blame. The Knicks have James Dolan to blame because if James Dolan was semi-competent and wasn't an asshole, he could have got both of them.
Yeah.
And they could have been enjoying the same success.
Mhm.
But I will say this. I don't know who they are, but if they can get one superstar to
That's
pair
all they
with Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, unfortunately, even though he went to the other school,
The
He's got a
illustrious
lot
Duke,
better.
the illustrious Duke University. You can say it.
But you know what? At this point, there isn't any free agents worth having next year, and that's
no, it's not free
unfortunate for
agents.
us.
Y'all looking to trade.
Y'all got to make a trade.
Y'all looking to trade.
We would give up too much of our team if we had to make a trade, though.
Nah,
It
y'all
really
got
would.
worldwide. Y'all got worldwide West, man. Worldwide West will pull
You
some
can make
stuff
you
off,
can
man.
make a deal.
I mean, and y'all got people to.
Did Brooklyn give up their whole
of.
team for James Harden? No.
Right. And,
No.
and y'all, it's not like
Yeah,
y'all have
good.
talent that y'all absolutely have to keep there. You know, y'all got some young core players that y'all would want to keep, but
Just
We
don't
have
trade
to
them.
keep Rose.
if you're gonna bring in a bona fide star, I'll get rid of 2 or 3 of them easy.
We have to
But
keep Rose. We have to keep Rose.
Yeah. But if you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at somebody like a Bradley Beal, like a Donovan Mitchell, like Mitchell
Oh,
find
yeah.
different reasons to be upset with the Jazz every day. He
Exactly.
mad every other week.
And you know what? We need a guard. That's where it separates us because we had nobody that could, outside of Derrick Rose, which shout out to Rose, I went to the game, dropped 30 points. Like, you didn't expect that from our 6th man, but it's great that we do have that. But then again, he's 32 years old with the injuries and he's trying to guard Trey. It's not going to happen.
I mean,
Quickly ain't ready.
Kawhi Leonard will be a free agent at the end of this
Quickly
year.
ain't ready.
It's not going to work
Jack
for
up
Kawhi
shots
because
that game.
Tibbs ain't doing that low management.
Yeah, he's not.
It's
Tibbs
not
ain't having-
Tibbs run him out the gym.
And that's a good point, George.
He'll be done call timeout and just look at Kawhi.
A friend of mine brought
It's
that
on
to
you,
our
bro.
attention
What you
as
gonna
well.
do?
But nah, Tibbs ain't playing that. Tibbs ain't with
Tibbs
that.
ain't having that shit.
Mm-mm.
Load what?
Right.
You don't
Right.
get your ass out there. Them New Balances fresh. Get out there.
Right.
So
let's,
yeah, at the moment, I think Gordon Hayward is like the top free agent next year, and it's like, nah, bro, don't even do it.
Hey, did you see what Gordon did this year? Before he got hurt?
Got hurt. He was looking all right.
But he gets hurt a lot.
I thought Charlotte gave Gordon Hayward money.
Yeah, Charlotte gave
That
Gordon
thing gave him
Hayward
a decent
Yeah,
little bit of money.
I think Charlotte gave him a deal. I think he
Yeah,
started.
they did.
He was like, he signed
he
for
got a
what,
deal.
3 years?
3 years, I think. About
Okay,
3
yeah,
months.
he got 3 years. So yeah, I think it's Kawhi. Kawhi can opt out. I forgot. There's like a few others, but it's nobody that stands out, and they're definitely not like
Y'all stay
a
away from
superstar.
Taylor Horton Tucker.
Oh shit.
Y'all stay away from him. He's a part of our Steph. He's a part of our Steph Curry package.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, my fault. My fault. You the long-term Lakers fan.
Yeah.
You right.
He's a part of our Steph Curry package to try to get Steph Curry to LA.
Hey, look, that's why they keep hyping him up.
Yep. He hyping his ass
Right.
up.
Cause I'm like, what the hell did
But
they
if you
see?
but if you think about it,
I mean, right.
If
I'm like,
I'm-
why
if
they
I'm-
keep hyping this man up so much?
if I'm Rob Pelinka, I can probably walk. I can probably call any GM and just be like, yo, all I'm gonna say is Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson. Most
He's
improved
not-
players, 6th man of the year.
He's not one of them.
D'Angelo Russell, all-star.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna hang the phone up. on you.
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball is proven that everybody that we've drafted and brought through this system can play and be players. But for some reason, they just don't work here.
They can't play. Yeah, they can't play in LA.
They can't
Right,
play in LA.
right. They couldn't play now.
So, go ahead and get them now while you can. While we're
Yeah.
offering them up to you.
Get him while he's
Nah,
hot.
hey,
Get them while,
you
get
cannot.
them while it's cheap.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, look at you'll be look at the Jazz and look at the Knicks. They happy.
Yeah.
You see what all them guys doing. They all right, but they can't take nobody to the next level.
I
There's
mean,
only like
we
4 or 5
understand
players
that,
that can
and-
do that though.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Julius Randle. Honestly, I think he's overrated. Like he got a lot of hype, but he is most improved. But outside of that, he's limited. His game is limited.
Okay, Steve, I don't disagree with you. You know, we were a little hype about what he did this year, but he's obviously proven that he's not he's not a number one. He's not.
No,
he's a great.
I'm not saying he's a good solid player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not the guy.
He's more than a role player. He was an all-star. He's just not a.
He's not the guy to lead. He's
not
the
a number
team.
one.
He's not the guy to
lead.
lead.
He's not a number one.
Yeah,
he's not number one. He's not. Mm-mm.
That's why I said if you can get Bill or Donovan Mitchell or trade for somebody that caliber, and you still have Julius Randle, then you can do some damage.
Yeah, I would listen, Donovan. I would love to have Donovan Mitchell. I would love to have Damian Lillard. But
you're not getting Dame. You said that a lot of times. You're not getting Dame.
No,
it's either Steph or Dame in LA. You gotta understand
Right. I can dream, man. I still have a dream.
I can see Dame in New York, but I just don't know if that will happen.
Yeah, I think Bradley Beal would be a real good fit in New York, though. I think
Oh yeah.
That'd be a good fit for y'all.
Yeah.
Just don't trade Obi Toppin.
Nah, I feel like he's gonna develop.
Obi's gonna be good. I like.
He needs more play time. Barrett just he kind of folded in the playoffs a little bit, a little nervous. I feel like next year he's gonna step up a lot more.
He went to Duke, man. You can only expect so much.
Name a North Carolina player.
And quickly as well. Quickly as well.
Reggie Bullock.
Quickly kind of listen. Quickly's another one where I feel like another year would definitely benefit his growth.
Gonna be all right.
Yeah,
it's gonna be all right.
So we do have some talent, and that goes to what you're saying. Like they are expendable, though.
Yeah.
So before we close playoff talk, hold on. Before we close playoff talk, who are we picking out of the East and out of the West?
Lakers, Bucks.
I second that. No. Lakers, Sixers.
I'm going with the Bucks in the East, and depending on what happens tonight, it could be Suns or Clippers. Because if y'all lose tonight, then I think the Clippers could win. If y'all lose tonight, I'm gonna say if y'all lose tonight, then the Clippers gonna win it. That's what I'm saying.
Win the West or the whole thing?
They're gonna win the West. I ain't saying the whole thing.
All right. Steve is sticking strong with the Clippers there. Again, I feel if LA loses tonight, they're done. So unfortunately,
y'all put a lot on one game.
I am because it's. I feel like if y'all lose tonight, there's no way that they're gonna let y'all beat them twice in a row.
Oh shit, we would have did that if AD would have got hurt.
Especially if AD not.
And we don't know how
AD
even if he does come back and play.
Yeah, with a groin injury.
Yeah, it's lagging. It's gonna lag.
Hey,
I'm gonna say
shoot that thing up and get on the court.
I'm gonna say Bucks and. Damn, it's a tough one. If the Lakers don't go, I'm gonna say Utah.
How did the two KD fans not pick the Nets? Y'all, so that tells me that y'all really just be hyping them up.
No. Okay, the game where Tatum dropped 50 is proof that defense lags.
Hey,
you can go out there.
If you're gonna cite me, I need you to give me credit. If you're gonna recite my words,
Shout out to Aaron.
Whoa.
I'm gonna give you credit.
Jason Tatum,
but you know what?
is a
that
quality
was
player in scoring,
especially as good as the Bucks are playing right now. I don't see it. The net, and I said this earlier in the year. I said I feel the Nets still need pieces before they can win a championship.
Shout out Jalen Rose. He said the same thing.
I think the thing that the reason I picked them just because the Bucks been playing together with this squad for about 2-3 years now, so they got the consistency, and then with
that PJ Tucker move was a
PJ Tucker and Drew Holiday. Yeah,
Because
that
PJ
actually-
loves to guard KD. People
That took them
overlook
to
that.
another
He
level.
loves that matchup.
that took the ball out of Giannis' hand, especially a lot in crunch time. That allowed Chris Middleton to be a shooter more. Drew Holiday to handle the ball. So I think that's that like you said, those two additions kind of boosted them up a bit, especially in the playoffs.
And
Yeah,
before
that's what I.
I'm gonna say before we get off the playoff thing, I just want to say, and they're good, and they could have had Bogdan.
Yeah, that's true.
He chose to go to Atlanta, which doesn't look like a bad move yet.
No, the NBA canceled the deal and told him he couldn't go. Remember?
I thought he didn't want to.
No, he wanted to go. They canceled the deal because they tried to find them with tampering or something like that.
Oh, that's
could have been even worse. But yeah, Denzel was right, man. Because you look at KD, Harden, and Kyrie, they gonna score. They're gonna score. But when you let Tatum, who's basically playing by himself right now, as far as scoring wise, put up 50, how are you gonna stop a team with multiple scores?
Hey, Tatum about to lead the Olympics to the gold medal. Come for Jason Tatum.
He gonna be there.
I won't
Who
go that
else
far.
gonna be there as far as he gonna lead them?
Who else
Lead
gonna
them,
go?
right?
Who else gonna go?
I think
Donovan's gonna go probably.
Donovan Mitchell,
Bradley
Kyrie maybe.
Kyrie not going.
I don't know. Afro Kyrie different. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not going.
He's probably not.
He's not going.
He's not going.
He's not so patriotic right now.
He ain't patriotic.
Yeah, he's not gonna go.
Word to Allah.
Melo, Melo gonna go.
Nah, Melo ain't going.
They don't Melo.
Shit, that's where Melo get his championship.
Melo ain't going. He ain't going.
Dame will go.
No disrespect to Melo, but that's
Dame might go. I think Bradley Beal might go. I think he'll go.
I don't know.
I don't think Harden will go. Bron's
I don't know about Bron.
Bron is done.
Bron ain't going.
Think Bron done?
Yeah, Bron's done.
He done with that.
CP3 gonna go.
Nah, I don't see him go. CP3.
I think all them boys, LeBron, Melo,
they hurt,
CP3, all them boys.
CP3 and Melo get their rings from the Olympics. Those guys are going.
They done aged out.
I'm gonna play this back when they announce the team. I'm gonna play this back. Those guys
days
are
done. It's definitely Lillard. I would have said AD if he didn't get hurt, but
yeah.
We're looking at definitely Tatum. It gets pretty interesting. Trey Young.
Yeah.
Trey Young.
Possibility.
Who's gonna play down?
Something stupid.
Who's gonna play down low?
I was about to say Luka, and I was like, hold on, wait. He going, but he ain't going for us.
Yeah, but he not going to be. Embiid, Luka, all the they gonna go to their squads.
I'm trying to think right now who's gonna be the big for us because Ayton is Bahamian, so he can't.
He is Bahamian. Yeah. Damn.
Cousins gonna go.
Drummond.
Cousins ain't going.
Yep.
Drummond gonna go, but
Cousins ain't going. Cousins ain't going.
Plumlee.
Oh hell.
Oh no.
You said Plumlee. Oh God.
I'd rather Hansborough go to Plumlee.
Right.
Hey, Plumlee's a national champion. But you come from
They gotta be some other big man that's from the States that's gonna go.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
I can't think of one
right now. Wiseman, but he got hurt.
Yeah, because what's his name is from France. From Utah.
Oh, Julius Randle gonna go. Julius Randle going.
Yeah, he probably go.
He would go. He would go.
Yeah.
He's
not a true big.
Yeah. To be honest, I can see us not winning the gold medal this year.
Right.
I think if because Steph may go because he got extended rest time right now.
Yeah.
And I'm being dead serious.
Yeah. No, also real shit.
If we got Steph and Dame, I think we got a shot.
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
We got a shot.
They can pull up from half court. Ain't nobody guarding them.
But we also had Marbury and who else started? Was it Iverson?
I don't know.
We see how that worked out.
That wasn't a good combination though.
What's the big man from the Nets? They got traded from the Nets. I don't know where he at now. He got
traded from the Nets, so obviously it wasn't that good.
No, he was legit. Allen, what's his name?
Oh, Jared Allen.
Jared Allen.
But he's more so as a defensive guy. I don't know if they're gonna put him out there to give you 0 points and 8 rebounds.
I mean, yeah, I'm just thinking though, because as far as like
Draymond for that.
talented, I mean, he he better than Draymond though. But I just thinking
oh my God, you're stupid.
They give you somebody with a name for that.
Of the young big man out there. It's not too many out there.
It's not too many though. Right. It's really not American wise. Because damn, Capella's not even that.
Capella, yeah, he's not from here.
Yeah.
What's the name from Boston? Robert Williams, but he stay hurt too.
Yeah, and I don't think his name big enough either. Like,
that's bad. We searching for big men.
We're gonna go out there with 1 7 foot, and he
right.
He gonna be 6'10". Right. He gonna be 6'10".
It would have been KD had the play center, but
Tatum
he wasn't hurt.
I know Tatum's not a legit big man, but Tatum
big, but he's gonna have to be.
Yeah. Tatum's gone.
We're gonna have a lot of people that can score. We just ain't gonna have anybody
that can defend.
Defend.
Right.
Because Luka can go out there with somebody Luka grew up with.
Right.
So, you know, he gonna be 7'5", stroking it from half court. I'm just like, what the hell is this?
Luka said, "Oh, he got next. He coming next.
He coming next year."
And the French team, the French team probably gonna beat us.
The French
Canada gonna have a squad too.
Canada gonna be stacked.
Canada. Yo, what's that team that the Austrian team with Patty Mills and
Australia,
they got a good team.
Them boys legit, yeah.
Who is the team that we always play in the finals? That blue and yellow team. Argentina.
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah, Argentina.
Spain. That's
either one of them.
Well, remember that was
Spain,
that's because they had Powell and Mark before.
They can have Mark. They can have Mark right now. They can have Mark right now.
He'll play. He'll play for them. He will.
Yeah, but them cats
he's all they have right now.
Yeah, they ain't
AD
got nobody.
is out. AD is not playing tonight. Like I said, because I'm gonna play this. This is gonna be my preview clip. A virtuoso performance from King James.
Are you guaranteeing to win? I mean, he can have a virtual.
Oh no, I ain't pulling no Charles Barkley because that works the opposite way when you do that.
I guarantee.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
But you
James,
are
LeBron James.
You are guaranteeing
get the ball, put it dump the ball, donut, coffee. You know.
Virtuoso.
What stupid thing that Charles said the other day? He was James Harden is
the best offensive player he's ever seen.
And Shaq like
Shaq almost walked off stage.
Shaq said, "You say some of the dumbest stuff." And Kenny Smith said, "I agree."
He was just like, "You didn't say currently. The title of your book was."
Yeah, he said the title of your book.
Is James Harden
offensive player ever
that you've ever seen. Like, dude, you played against.
Ernie was like, "Shaq, where you going?" we have one more set.
We got one more segment. I be feeling so bad. I be feeling so bad for Ernie. Ernie just be trying to do his job.
He be trying to reel them boys in sometimes.
Listen, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all got to go see the one where Shaq got mad at Charles Barkley for taking up his time.
Yeah,
Ernie could not control his laughter because Shaq was like mad for real. And Ernie couldn't do nothing but laugh. That's the first time he just kind of just broke down and started laughing.
You do
and
then
Charles farted without realizing he had a camera mic on, so you can hear Charles fart on TV. I seen y'all the video.
That was crazy.
Yeah, please send me that link. I want to watch that again, but I remember that. Like Shaq went off on him. That was hilarious.
But the next subject, guys, we've been trying. I don't know how many times we've teased at this, but the man is being very difficult. I think the next step is to put out a poll, but we were supposed to have Denzel pick his college basketball, college football, and women's college basketball teams tonight. That was on the agenda.
It was.
And now I'll let him speak on it because I don't know what's going to happen.
All right, y'all, listen. I went back and forth with this, and I'm thinking I could not come up with anybody. Like, I've never ever had a team in college sports. I've never really been a fan. I only really watch when it's tournament time and the playoffs in college football, whatever. So it's really like, I've never been a fan of it because players don't stay long enough. Like, all right, I could rock with you now and you're going next year and you might be trash. Just like, I don't want to do that. Like, why would anyone want to put themselves through that? You know, that's the way I'm thinking about it. You know, I'm being difficult, but I really can't.
Yeah. definitely call bullshit.
My team is already trash enough. I don't need to pick up all these other squads that are gonna probably.
No. You need to feel this shit year round like we do.
Yep.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe a poll. I'm not sure. Like
we pick teams for them.
Yeah, we can do that.
We already did. We picked teams for him. He knows. This is my thing. He knows who
community college.
He says he don't follow college basketball. We gave him a list of teams to pick from, but he didn't want none of them. I'm just like, so you know who you don't want.
But right. You don't know who you want.
You don't know who. What?
Listen, they gave me St. John's and Syracuse. Like, when the last time you heard about them?
Syracuse
this year.
This year.
Nice. I know I'm a New Yorker, but New Yorkers don't even rock with those teams.
Yeah, they do.
Syracuse run that 2-3. They consistently known for that.
Yeah, they know for that.
2-3 zone. You know,
Boeheim been there 8 years. You got to know who Boeheim is.
Right.
Did he retire?
No,
he's still there.
He's still coaching.
His son actually playing for them.
About to have two.
That tells you how much I know. That tells you how much I know.
I told you to go ahead and take LIU Brooklyn.
Yeah, you did say that.
That way you can keep it all in the borough.
Buffalo was pretty good in the tournament in men's basketball.
You know,
sorry, like I'm not gonna pick teams I never heard of.
You got Clemson, Ohio State in college football.
I know they got a squad like
Alabama,
Georgia Tech. You got Georgia Tech right there.
But I don't really rock with Alabama. You know, they win too damn much. I like an underdog. You know,
there's a team in Miami that's pretty. There's a team in Miami that's pretty good.
So you like the underdog, Georgia Tech? Who?
You see it, Steve?
Steve, you know what that is.
I see it, but that's about it. Y'all ain't making no noise. I don't
know. Y'all might have to make a poll, man, because I just can't do it. Like,
so we can make the poll, but we need. Do you want us to come up with the options?
Oh Lord!
You need to give us 4 options. If not, you got 24 hours to give us 4 options. If not, we come up with 4 options.
Yeah, 4 options for each: men's college basketball, women's college basketball, and college football. Give us 4 options each. We'll put out the poll.
See, that women's basketball, that's different, man. I only really rock with UConn.
Ain't that much teams to pick from.
For my babies.
It's a few, it's about 10 to 12 good teams that's good.
Who, Maya Moore?
Maya Moore, right.
Oh, so you a UConn fan then?
Just pick UConn.
I was a fan when she was there.
Okay.
They still good now.
I was trying to say they still good.
I know they do, but I only watched it because I didn't care about what they was doing.
All right, so
listen,
at least
I don't
you know
want to sound
your...
man. Listen to our followers. Our listeners, ladies, we love you. I don't want to sound biased, but if 9 out of 10 times, if I got a crush on somebody on the squad, I'm gonna watch them. I don't care how good they are. You know what I mean? Skylar Diggins all these years. Shout out to Skylar.
She plays for the Phoenix Mercury.
We ain't never gonna get.
I didn't even know that. But,
I am a Las Vegas Aces fan because,
of course,
I was an Asia Wilson fan when she was at USC.
Yeah. Understood.
So,
me too.
I just went over
to
there.
shut us down for the Denzel.
Yo, I gotta go. The chick that was on Baylor this year, she got drafted in the WNBA. I don't know, she was like a top pick, but she was gorgeous.
To my Dee Richards.
I gotta look. I don't want to say yeah, nay.
If you're talking about Dee Richards, which is who I think you're talking about, I don't know why I know it.
Well, you know what? I don't
She plays for the New York Liberty.
Denzel can like his women's basketball players off of looks. You know how many girls I've heard, Patrick Mahomes is cute, and that's the only reason why they like the Chiefs. If they can do it, damn it, we can do it too.
Equal opportunity.
Shout out to George.
Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity. If I hear one more Tom Brady a sexy comment, I don't hear that.
I mean, well, I guess that's based on where you live, because I ain't never heard that.
Yeah.
George up there in it. So.
Right. I'm up there in the middle of New England. Trust me. And like they love Tom Brady so much. I ain't never seen so much Tampa Bay Buccaneers stuff. I said I could have bet $5. Y'all didn't even know Tampa Bay had a football franchise before Tom Brady went down there. All of a sudden, everybody Tampa Bay this, Tampa Bay that.
Denzel, it's what, Tuesday? Thursday, I'm gonna put in a group. Give me your 4 teams for each. Friday, I'm putting the poll out.
Here's what we'll do. No, what's we'll do. You only have to come up with 1, maybe 2, and we'll come up with the other 3 or 2.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Just give us 2 options.
And we not. It ain't gonna be. We're not gonna do SIU Brooklyn.
Right.
LIU.
Or Bronx Community College. We're not gonna do that.
I want to say what would be the Bronx school? Probably Manhattan College.
Hold on, time out. Manhattan College is in the Bronx?
Manhattan College is in the Bronx.
That makes no sense.
Makes zero sense. How'd that happen?
I have no idea, but it's right out there, right outside. It's right across the street from Van Cortlandt, which is crazy.
I got to get back to New York.
So the Manhattan College, is the Manhattan Jaspers. You trying to tell me that school is in the Bronx?
It's in the Bronx. Google that.
Fun fact.
I went to the basketball camp when I was in middle school. It's literally a few blocks away from my grandmother's projects and shit. But what's crazy is it might be Manhattan. It's like, because that area is really, really tricky because it's borderline Manhattan in the Bronx. But last time I checked, I want to say that's a Bronx address where it's located.
Are you from New York?
Yes, I am.
I'm just bullshit.
Yo, I just Googled Manhattan College.
Yeah.
Liberal Arts College, Bronx, New York.
Bronx, New York, yes.
I stand corrected. He is from New York.
But you know what? I believe when they first opened the something like that, it used to be in Manhattan and they moved it to the Bronx, but for whatever reason. But I always thought that was interesting growing up, so I just hit y'all with something, some New York trivia.
There you go. They got some land out there and moved it.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, Denzel might be from New Jersey, folks, but he knows the boroughs.
He know the boroughs.
Hey, we got a new thing.
To be fair, it is on the edge. Like Manhattan Island is like, I'm looking at it right there. It's like, it's like I'm looking at the
Manhattan
water.
is an island. I did not know that.
It is an island.
Mm-hmm. Yep, most definitely.
Did not know
and that's crazy because, like, when I say it's not too far from my grandma, I could literally walk from my grandmother's building to Manhattan College. But my grandmother lives in an area where, like, that ass, like, she's on the 14th floor of her building. You can see Manhattan right across, and it's Broadway, like Exterior Street and Broadway. So you're literally maybe a step away from Manhattan. It's crazy how it's set up like that.
Yo, you didn't have to hit us.
Him and his Spartanburg is the same way.
You didn't have to hit us with a dead ass. We know you from.
Like, nah, son. Nah, B. You heard?
Denzel had on Timberlands the other day when it was like 90 degrees in Atlanta.
I saw that. Listen, no undershirt on the jersey, but he had Tim's on.
Yeah,
it's like y'all gonna know I'm from New York.
Oh well, no.
And I took the MARTA. So I felt like I was on the subway.
You was feeling real at home. Go ahead, Denzel. We do this new thing, top 5 dead or alive, where we give our top 5 of whatever category whose person turn it is. So
do we want to hit on that other topic?
What's the other one?
The draft.
Oh, we can.
I was gonna say we was gonna hold that one for another time, like, right?
We can hold it. I'm just curious. I mean,
yeah, let's hold that. Let's hold that one. Let's hold that one because we've been running for a little minute.
Right, we've
had so much fun with this one.
On the docket for next week. Well, next show.
We with that. I'm with that. All right. So my top 5 is the top 5. Your top 5 current guards.
Point guards or just guards in general?
Top 5 guards.
Guards.
Damn it! I was hoping you said point. Now you got me to thinking.
Current. Is
Current.
that point or just guards?
He said just guard.
Just guards.
Just guards. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I put, and I wanted to make sure because I don't think Luka's not a guard, right? He's a small forward, right?
Luka's a point guard.
He's guard. He's a point.
He's
that point guard.
That changes my list. That changes my list a little bit.
He's built like a small forward, but he's a point guard.
Okay, that works for me. So I got, and it's not in order, but this is just the top 5 that I feel today. Curry, Harden, Lillard, Luka, and Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. You said Curry.
Mm-hmm.
What she said?
Harden,
Luka,
Lillard, Luka, and Donovan.
Mitch.
Okay. My list is close, but
that's like in any particular order, or that's your
no particular
order.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I go next.
Go ahead.
I got Steph. Dame, Luka, Harden, and I had to give it to Devin Booker. I gotta go Devin Booker.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay. Especially what I'm seeing now. I gotta give it to Devin Booker. Cause shit. But yeah, that's my top 5. Mitchell's not a bad one on that list either though.
No, he's not.
Kyrie, it was. Well, I ain't gonna go through players, but yeah, Mitchell not bad either.
Okay,
there's a lot of.
I do like Booker, so that was a good pick.
Yeah.
I'll go. Booker. He's a Kobe guy. He got the Kobe Bryant seal of approval, so he's good with me. Booker, Steph Curry, of course, Dame Dollar, Luka, and I'm gonna give it to Russ.
What?
Okay.
Let's
I'm gonna have to follow up with close to George. Because Russ, one of my favorite players. So I'm gonna say Russ. No particular order though. Steph Curry, Dame, James Harden, and I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to throw Luka in there. I'm gonna have to throw him in there. He's showing out.
Yeah, you gotta add Luka, man.
I thought it was too premature, but man, the way he consistent with it. So
yeah, he's ice cold.
Is LeBron James considered a point guard?
No.
Okay.
No.
He's point forward, more point forward.
Right. Okay, I got you.
I answered that for you real quick.
I was trying to get him on there.
Trying to get him in there some kind of way, bro.
Surprisingly, like, okay, you guys let me know that Luka was a point guard. I took Kyrie off. I had Kyrie. Kyrie would be my number 5. He would definitely
I was thinking about Kyrie, but it's I'm be clear. Y'all don't like Kyrie. I can't come up with a interesting answer.
James Harden was my sixth option.
I think just the chemistry, man. The chemistry thing with Kyrie is a little bit why I didn't include him, because I think he's probably definitely one of the most talented guards, but he swing his team chemistry too far one way or another sometimes.
I would have had CP3 if I didn't have Luka. I would have put CP3 on there.
Yeah, CP3 still dominant, man. CP3 still dominant.
He's still a game changer.
Yeah, exactly.
Point guard.
Yeah. CP3, I think he's definitely underrated as one of the best overall point guards. Like,
I think he getting credit now. Go ahead, Steve.
He getting credit now. Yeah. His name don't get brought up enough, but I think like now we seeing like it's unfortunate that he had to get later on in his career to people to really start to see how great he was, like what he did with OKC last year, and then now what he doing with the Suns. Because shit, he took basically OKC was the depleted team. They ain't had no talent and drugged them to the playoffs, and went out there to the Suns and they led them to best record in the West, or so
second best record in the league.
So yeah, second best record in the league. So I mean, he getting his flowers now, but I think he is long overdue for him.
I think what hurts Chris Paul, two things. One, he ran into dynasty.
Yeah.
The Warriors elevated slightly, well, not slightly, way quicker than the Clippers. The Clippers were on their way.
Yeah.
And then Warriors just came in and just took over. And then every time CP3 is in a big game, he gets hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't care what they say. Rest in peace to him. But that old NBA commissioner ruined Chris Paul's career. He'd have been a Laker. He'd have been a Laker. David Stern screwed that up because he'd have been a Laker and Kobe would have carried him, and Kobe would have about 7 championships right now. And then we would have a different
7.
Kobe got 5. He might have had 6.
He would have had 7 he would have won 2 with Chris Paul.
That many?
2 with Chris Paul.
I think he would have won 2 with Chris Paul because if they would have linked up, man, especially that was when Chris Paul was his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe was still in his prime too. So,
and Chris Paul has the personality to where that Kobe shit talking wouldn't have bothered him.
No, they cut from the same cloud. They don't.
Yeah,
that
they
wasn't the cloud.
would have clicked up because they both wanted to win that bad. So they you know, he Chris Paul, I think he get a rep for pushing people over the edge, but like you said, like George said, Kobe probably would have loved that. He probably would love somebody.
Yeah, they
like
would have
that.
been in practice fighting each other.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, in practice whooping each other's ass and then going out in the court, kicking ass, and then go back and whoop your ass when you're back in the gym later on the night. Just so you know, shit ain't over. Just want you to know that. Oh yeah, they definitely would have got two. One for sure. Two.
How many years CP3 is Phoenix for? Is it 3?
I think he signed a 2 or 3 year deal.
I'll say it would be a bad look for the Knicks, but you're not gonna be able to trade for him at this point.
I would have said CP3 or even Rondo.
You don't want Rondo.
You don't want Rondo. Yeah, Rondo.
Rondo is hype. Rondo is hype.
At this point, Rondo hype.
What he did last year was clutch in the playoffs, but look at what he had with him. Rondo is hype.
Yeah, he's not doing a thing right now.
Nah, he got there collecting checks.
I was thinking Chris Paul. I was thinking Russ, but no.
I don't know if Russ and Julius Randle. I don't know if that'll work.
Nah, that ain't gonna work. Man. That ain't gonna work. Their personalities, I don't think, will clash.
Yeah.
But they was trying to say a debate of who's the better veteran guard. I think it was on First Things First one day. CP3 or Rondo. They said Rondo was better.
They tripping, man. Skip Bayless got everybody drinking that Kool-Aid.
I was like, man.
Rondo better than they said than Westbrook.
Rondo, they were saying as far as like better impact, I guess because Rondo got a couple championships.
Yeah.
You know
so it's Rondo and CP3, right?
Yeah, they were saying Rondo was the better like veteran guard.
Put Rondo on Phoenix this year. Put Rondo on Phoenix right now and see what happens.
Yeah.
If he got to play the same amount of minutes Chris Paul played.
Rondo wouldn't have been able to do what CP3 did for Phoenix this year.
No, he never been able to do. Rondo won both his championships with great teams.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to be the guy for either. He had to be the third or fourth guy. Really?
Really, yeah.
He had to go out there and make plays.
He had to go out there and make plays.
He was the fourth guy for the Celtics, and he was the sixth guy for the Lakers.
Lakers, right. He might not even been the sixth guy. He was just a guy out there.
I'm not going to minimize what he did in the play. He hit some clutch shots, but
he was a guy.
He wasn't
in a
huge
6-man role.
He was a floor. It was a floor general for you.
He did a lot.
Yeah.
When LeBron went to the bench, he was able to put him in there knowing he was going to still keep everything going.
Yeah. And y'all are missing that.
Yeah.
We are missing that.
Don't worry about it. Caruso's going to have I envision Caruso having a good game tonight.
We gonna see.
We gonna
see.
Remember this word, virtuoso. Virtuoso is the word for the night. Shout out to Shannon Sharp because I got that right from him. Virtuoso, and I said it. I mispronounced it the same way he does.
I'm so happy I changed my hat because I was gonna rock a Lakers jump for the purple, but I was like, nah, let me change this.
Speaking of Shannon Sharp, before we get out of here, how about Shannon putting old boy on the spot live on air? Julio, if you go into the Cowboys, I was like, come on, Shannon, man.
And then you gonna wait till after he already answered to say
you live, bro.
You live.
I was thinking that did the producers like screen that call beforehand? Because I thought that's what they usually do before they, air the calls, but maybe not.
I don't know, but I will say this because people was like, he ain't going no damn Dallas. The man has how many teams in the NFL? Is it 32 or 30?
32.
The man had 32 options of hoodies to wear. He picked the Cowboys hoodie. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he going to Dallas.
He
had 32 other options. Well, 31 other options.
Dallas.
Too many weapons. He's not going to young talent.
I like what I'm hearing.
He's not going to Dallas.
I mean, unfortunately, we do have to give y'all some credit. Y'all do have some offensive weapons right now.
Yeah, we're going to sweep the Giants and we're going to sweep the football team.
I ain't sweeping shit.
Nah, y'all not sweeping us. We gonna split with y'all.
Them days are over. I can go ahead and tell you that right now.
We gonna sweep Washington because we always do that.
Hey, I hope y'all do.
I don't know why the hell we can't beat the Giants. We can beat everybody. We can beat everybody in the division, but for some reason we let Matt Jones give us the business. Like
who? Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Whoever.
Same guy.
Same guy.
It's same guy.
Same guy.
Oh man. Yeah,
Same
that's
guy.
that. If anything, I could bet on that. We're at least gonna be shy. We're gonna split with everybody this year, I think. Because I'm gonna give y'all credit. Y'all, Washington has definitely got better.
We're
gonna split with y'all. You guys are gonna give us an opportunity where we're gonna split with you guys this year.
You think so?
I really feel like we're gonna split with y'all this year.
I'll say this: if Anthony Brown is one of our starting cornerbacks, we have the potential to lose every game. I will say that. I will say that, and I mean that wholeheartedly. I mean that with everything I got. If he's a starter, we have the potential to lose every game that we play.
I want to feel like we can sweep the Eagles this year.
I love Jalen Hurts being, and I said it on here before. I love Jalen Hurts being the starter. I mean, I love that he's getting the opportunity to start.
Yeah.
I also love him being a starter because he's not gonna beat us.
Exactly.
Yeah. Chase Young sitting in DC right now, like, yo, I'm not losing to Jalen Hurts twice.
Exactly.
Hurt, he gonna put a hurt on man.
I'm sorry, I'm just not losing to Jalen Hurts.
It could be worse, y'all. We could be a Titans fan. I'll tell you that.
Hey. Vision champs. Y'all need to put some respect on us.
Oh hell, y'all only got to beat about one team.
And then,
hey, it don't matter.
All y'all gotta be is the Colts. That's it.
That's it.
Right.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Lose playoffs back-to-back years.
Because Deshaun ain't playing. Deshaun ain't playing for about 5 more years.
Oh, Deshaun ain't playing, yo. Deshaun
is not playing this year at all. I don't think.
Nah, I think he definitely gonna sit this one out.
But they drafted that dude from Stanford.
Yeah, but when he does sit out, Ron Rivera, let's go get him for the cheap.
Nah,
I'll take him for the cheap.
You gonna bring him down there with Stadium at? And I'm talking about the nightclub. Yeah. You gonna bring him down there?
Right. We don't know if that's the atmosphere he needs.
Exactly. He need to go to Cincinnati or somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. What's the name of that club we went to when we was out there?
Park something.
I think it was Park.
You talking about just the regular club, right?
Yeah.
It was something Park. I can't remember the whole name.
Y'all go to non-regular clubs? Or something I need to put out there?
We had Bible study in another location. But it was something Park. But yeah, you can't let this time go out there. Yeah.
Oh, man.
He don't need to make no club appearance.
Right. PG County be a problem for him.
He don't even need to go to Charlotte.
No, he don't need to go to Charlotte.
He's like, they got Onyx? Do they got
Onyx?
He definitely don't need to come to Atlanta.
No, that's out. That's out the question.
No, he make it on the game. You see what Julio retired from football unofficially, living in Atlanta.
Right.
Well, we're really not in DC anyway. We in Ashburn, Virginia, and Landover, Maryland. Yeah. So no. You stay.
He'll be living in DC.
We'll tell him you stay out. You stay out the city limit.
He gonna do it the opposite. He gonna live in the city and drive to the country.
Definitely gonna do that. He gonna have a loft or something in DC.
That's what Dwayne Haskins did. Dwayne,
yeah.
What you gonna do? Dwayne's like, what? This fool living in the city.
Living in the city.
Yeah, stay out of that shit, man.
Hey, Dwayne still got a job though.
Dwayne does still got a job.
Yeah,
I'm happy he got a job, but I'm also happy he don't have a job with my team anymore. At some point,
hey, fellas, anything else before we wrap it up?
I do got one quick thing to say before we wrap it up. As we get out here to normalcy, is one thing that I've seen recently that's kind of just like bothering me. It started the shooting of the impromptu concert down in Charleston. I just seen like a lot of mass shootings from everything, and even Black people. It used to be mass shootings it's not a good thing, but it wasn't a thing that you really didn't see in the Black community, but you start to see it more. You had the issue down in Miami at the hip hop nightclub. Like, we as people, as we get back to normal out this pandemic, we just went through this whole social injustice, Black Lives Matter movement. If Black lives don't matter to us, we can't expect it to matter to other people.
Facts.
So young brothers out here, like, figure your life out. Don't follow the music, don't follow the movies. That stuff's entertainment. It's not real. People's real lives are at stake. There's real people out here that's just trying to get out the house, and do something fun, and then people that just open fire, assault rifles and handguns on crowds of people over what? Over something somebody might have said to you over the internet. Like, come on. Like
Yeah.
we as people got to do better. And before we can expect to be treated better, we got to treat each other better.
Yeah.
That's just one thing I wanted to say.
Good point.
I agree. Got to do
Good
better.
point. I agree too.
Definitely.
All right.
All right, fellas.
All right.
It's been a good one.
It's been a good one. See what these Lakers do tonight.
Remember, the word for the night is virtuoso. Y'all remember
Virtuoso.
that. And if you don't know what it means, Google it.
Google it.
I'm expecting at least
Google
30 piece. At least a 30 piece.
30 piece? Hey, it's on the way. It's on the way. He might drop a 40-piece nugget tonight, man. I don't know.
I mean, LeBron James does average 30 points a game after a playoff loss. So, let's just say. He's going to.
I'm just saying, for it to be considered virtuoso, he got to score at least 30 something.
At least 30? What if he gives you 20 plus and a triple double?
Yeah, that's average. That's average game. That's average.
Right.
What if he give you 40 and a triple double?
That's virtuoso.
Oh, if he get 40, that's virtuoso.
That's
Okay.
virtuoso.
40-piece nugget. We'll see what happens.
35 in a triple double? Is that still virtuoso?
If he give me 30,
yes, it is. Damn it, they want him to score 60. This ain't space.
No, yeah. If he get 30
He
plus,
better go out here and score 60.
if he get 30, he get 30. He gotta get eight boards and at least 6 assists for virtuoso.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He can do that.
All right.
If he anything above that, then yeah.
All right.
That works.
All right, fellas.
All right, fellas.
All right,
Don't
fellas.
be easy.
We're signing off.
Easy.
Peace
Be
and
good,
love.
people.
Peace.